All right, and we are above Mars. So I'm not 100% confident in my ability to make this thing land without there being any problems, but I've got parachutes and they're ready to deploy. So yeah, let's start heading down there. The dump distance might be far enough that I really ought to bring you guys back when I'm getting close to that atmosphere. Well, first of all, let me say welcome back to Survival Records. Oh, I better stop real quick. Welcome back to Survival Records, and thanks for joining me. I am on my way down into Mars, where I will hopefully find some platinum. Uh-oh. There we go. Find some platinum, and yep, I'm in gravity. Look at that, 0.5 G or 0.05 G. So I am going to start paying closer attention to that and stop talking to you guys, because that's going to be distracting. 39,000 meters up. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, guys, we are entering into the atmosphere. Let's check the chutes quick. They have 46% density. Let's open them. And oh, they are starting to act. They're all still very reefed and not slowing me down at all, so I'm going to activate the thrusters just in case. Come on. Oh, those parachutes aren't doing anything. But 4 large hydrogen thrusters and 6 large atmospheric thrusters are, in fact, doing things. Okay. And 2 kilometers up. Well, this is a better outcome than slamming into the ground, which I think if I had relied on those parachutes alone would have most certainly happened. So I've got an ore patch right in front of me, and then another little one past that, and then it looks like there's maybe some ice caps over there. That looks like another ore patch in that direction. Oh, and an Assertive ship. So something to consider about those Assertive ships is the mod author, Splitsy, who's also a YouTuber who very much inspired my desire to make these YouTubes. When I say also a YouTuber, I don't really consider myself a YouTuber. I meant that he was the mod author and is also a YouTuber in addition to the mod authoring. Though I guess he was doing YouTube before it did the mod. Whatever. I respect the guy. Point is, he recently made it so that those guys crash less often, in that their thrusters are more powerful. But yeah, like, well, that could happen. Point is I could end up, assaulting one of those ships, pirating one of them, and maybe stealing the thrusters off of it for use on my own ship. Get some better power efficiency and some 6 cruise power efficiency and actual extra thrust as well. Well, I'm going to check out these ore deposits, and I will bring you back when I find something appealing. So, a couple of things I've learned about flying around here on Mars. One, there's a lot of iron. There are a lot of iron boulders, a lot of iron deposits. Big iron deposits. I only bothered marking those first two I found because they were, you know, the first two I found, but man, there was a lot of them. The other thing I've noticed is that there are a lot of boulders in general. All kinds of different resources that I've seen so far. But most noticeable is that there are a lot of platinum boulders. The other thing I've noticed is it is incredibly expensive to fly around using hydrogen here. Maybe just with this ship, maybe just because things are I'm heavily weighted down, but I'm starting to formulate a plan, I guess, an idea. Find a good spot to park. Oh, see, there's one of those platinum boulders I was telling you about. That is not like the first one I've seen. I've seen a few of them. Find a good spot to park. Build up a little bit of a base, maybe, and build a rover. Something on wheels that I can drive around and just grind up these boulders that I'm finding and collect my resources that way. It'll be more interesting, I guess, than just finding, you know, keep flying until I find a single vein that has what I'm looking for. Because I do understand that there are veins of platinum on here as well. I haven't seen any yet, but, you know, I kind of like the idea of getting that, a boulder-eating vehicle. So that means finding a spot to set up base, I guess. Maybe maybe up against one of these tall mountains. Maybe down in a valley. Now, if I was down in a valley, it would be making it difficult to. Let me put a little thought into it, and I'll bring you guys back when I find a spot I like. Well, this is an interesting thing. Got that Assert research base right there. And, you know, I'm in a interesting spot. I've got a platinum vein right there that I could seem to actually get to from underneath because I could tunnel in from the side of this cliffside here. That could be neat, you know, digging up into where the platinum is. I just would have to deal with that research base. Oh, I've got bulldogs flying away from me over there. Oh, choices. Alright, maybe I'll scout this out a little bit more. Actually land, let the ice process a little bit, fill up my tanks again. I'll land on top of the hill over here. Yeah. Alright, let me think about it some more. Okay, so I'm hovering above this cliffside here, wasting a bit of energy. Haven't moved very far from that research base. Up there is where that one platinum thing is, but let me see if I can show you what it is I have found here. Just have to gain access to a terminal. Antenna is on, and ore detector is broadcast using antennas. Platinum, a big deposit of it, bigger than that first one over there, and I can get into it underneath here. So what I'm going to do is... That's a funky color. Anyway, what I'm planning on doing is getting a... put a little platform built out of the cliffside here, far enough out that my landing gear can land, and then, yeah, and then I'm gonna park and see about digging a hole into this cliffside here. Maybe using some explosives. We'll see. Alright, I'll bring you back when I can show it off. So I wanted to show you guys something, because I only just figured it out myself. If you're flying a ship, and I think you have to have some materials in its inventory, if you press Control G, you can pull up another menu. Now, sometimes that'll just show you what you had already had on your hotbar from before you got in the ship. But press G, and you can pull down a piece, and then you can place it. Now, you have to press Control G again, and in this case, I want to switch over to the grinder because I don't need this slibby bit. I was just showing you. But, yeah, that's pretty cool. Certainly helps in this situation when I don't have a jetpack. Oh, and by the way, the constructor works fairly well here in this gravity. Wow, extremely quickly going through the hydrogen it has. Come on, there, don't want that to go. But anyway, that's just a landing pad for the Deanston, and then I'm going to work on figuring out how best to drill a cave, a hole inside there. You know, like we started this series, putting a safe spot for my my important stuff inside of a cave, safe from drone attacks. Alright, I will see you later. Actually, I think I'll see you someplace else. Hey there, and welcome back to the Earth-like planet. Sort of. I mean, it's not the same Earth-like planet. This is my creative testing world. And, yeah, I'm here cause I want to see, where is... let's start on this one. Warheads. Just how much of a boom do these things make? Start countdown. Alright, so they make a hole that is one half, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18 and a half. So 19 total blocks wide. Alright. The Deanston. Copy to clipboard. Oh, why are you upside down? B. There we go. Alright. The Deanston is how many blocks wide and how many blocks tall? Four, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so that's 14, so 28. We'll call it 30 blocks wide. Right? I want to give myself some room, so if I give myself 30 blocks minimum, that is plenty of space to fly it in and out of. Goodbye. There is certainly a charm to playing Space Engineers in creative mode, being able to just make things blow up and whatnot. But, you know, it's like... It's not what I always want. So, the antenna is a couple blocks higher than that still. So, that should be okay. Let me give it one more. And then, and here, we can just count down how many blocks we want. Go. At least 18 blocks. So if I need to make a hole, that's 18 by 30. And I'm making 19 block diameter, right? Yeah, 19 block diameter. So, let me do some figuring on some math, and I will figure out what I plan on doing is building a frame, right? That represents the full size of the cavern into the mountain, right? And I'm going to take a blueprint of that frame, and then I'm going to project, go back to the survival world. I'm going to then project the blueprint into the mountain. I'm then going to use my hand drill out along that blueprint, and use that to place the warheads in, you know, where I need to put them in order to have them blow out a hole that's the right size for the whole mountain, right? And then that will, you know, inform me as to where what I need to build in order to create a hole, and it'll be a nicer, a neater hole rather than me just going at it with the hand drill or a ship on a drill and just making a mess. So yeah, I'm gonna figure that out, and then I'll bring you back and show you what I got, and then we'll head back over to the survival world and implement it. See you then. Well, here's a weird one. I put a line of blocks, 30 across, and I spaced out 4 warheads on there. One 9 blocks in from the edge, one 9 blocks in from the edge, and then with 4 block gaps in between the 4 of them total. And this happened, leaving these odd striations. I wonder if you're not able to actually build a a big frame and have them all go off at the same time. You might have to blow them up one at a time. I'm gonna go ahead and try it again, see what happens. I'll show you that detonation this time. So like this, and let's see what happens when they blow up. Huh, again, weird chunks taken out. I have a feeling that what I'm going to have to do is build this frame to lay out where I put the explosives, but then I'm only going to be able to actually explode the things one at a time. instead of, I mean, I'm sure that'll save me plenty of resources in actually building the frame, so I don't have to do that. That's good. Let me just do this then. All right, frame. 3, 2. There we go. I'll bring you back when it's done. All right, so I took a measure of the Deanston, and I created this frame template of the whole thing. I took a blueprint of that, and I'm projecting it through a projector on the cliffside, much like this. I then went ahead and drilled out a tunnel that went all the way down, and as you can see, I started, but you can then, you have to hop out of admin mode. Clearing up the weather so you guys can see what I was talking about. But if you hop out of admin mode, then you can start building the pieces one bit at a time. And when I go ahead and do this on the survival game, I'm going to make sure that I'm drilling a hole above these pieces so that I can stand on top of them and run up and down this corridor, you know, much like I've done like this. So after building this center spire and going all the way out, I'm going to start detonating them one at a time in the back. And I might have to end up rebuilding sections, so there'll be a little bit of waste of steel. But, you know, it'll be a good, nice, perfect hole, which I guess is, you know, do what you can to get a perfect hole, right? So, having done that up here, I've come to the conclusion that it is, in fact, sufficiently large. I can fit the whole of the Deanston inside. Now, just a matter of doing this in survival. Wish me luck. Alright, so I am back here on Mars. And I'm going to get started with this project. First bit is a battery and a projector down here on this frame. And then from that point right there is when I'm going to have everything go in. Whoa. I might have to go grab that just because it's so dang close. But anyway, I will make sure I bring you guys back for all the explosions, and the good kind, hopefully. So, I'll see you guys in a bit. So, guys, I came to a really great conclusion earlier. I can press B to align to the local grid, and put it in exactly the right spot. And then I don't have to dig out all of the tunnels on either side because I'm just going to be able to use the local grid. So yeah, let me grab the pieces I need for this one, and I'm actually going to load up the constructor with all those parts for multiple warheads, and then I will come back here and oh, actually I should grab that blueprint multiple. No, I don't have to do it that way. Anyway, yeah, I'll bring you back when I'm ready to press the detonate button.
Fuel critical.
Well, guys, I wanted to bring you back because, well, I'm almost done. I mean, not quite done yet. I have a few more spots to go. But what is about to happen is I'm going to break through the wall. And a little bit more of these to get some scaffolding. So here, it's been a little while. It takes some time to get this done properly, but there, and there. Oh, keep doing that. I don't know why it rotates it like that. There. Okay, and here I want to go that way. Alright, and then I can place this one. I can weld it up. And unfortunately, all of these pieces I just built are waste. But we get to do this. Start countdown. And so, hey, look at that. We are at our opening. All right. So I'm going to do these last few pieces. Looks like maybe I can... Yeah. Going to do these last couple of bombs. Actually, I do want to blow that one and this one at the entrance, as well as that one in the corner. And then, yeah, I'll see about deciding on the best way to fly the Deanston inside here. Maybe I'll back it in so that all of the guns on the front are pointing outward. Well, I'll get to that in a minute. Trying to do as much of it walking around as I can without flying, because you use your hydrogen really fast. So I'll bring you back when it's all blown out. So I'm at these last two, and I realize I could probably do them from the constructor here, but let's go to Control G and B, will work. All right. Forward, not highly advised. Oh, of course, I ran out of what I need. So, let me go grab it quick and I'll come back. Built a projector, not a bomb. That's gonna be dumb. Let me fix that. This should be better. Alright, and I can't think of any way to try and detonate that from my cockpit. Well, the way that you could do it is if you had a... You know, I don't like the distance. I don't think that's... The only way that you could do it is if you had an antenna on the same grid, and whoa, shoot! All right, an antenna on the same grid, and it you could then remote connect to it. So I built this to get up to it. Okay, and here we go. Hey, that explosion did not take out the projector block. I was a little afraid it would. That's why I put that in and that in, so I would know, like, the orientation of where it's supposed to be. But, ooh, geez, it was close. I'm wondering if that next one will do it. I'll bring you back and show you that explosion. And last but not least, hey, even that explosion didn't take out the projector and the battery I built. Good, I built them out far enough. Cool, let me consider bringing the Deanston in here. I might have, I might put some thought into putting some lights in first. Let me go top up the tanks off of this guy and consider that. At the very least, I want to maybe put some lights in at the back. So it seems likely I will replace these at some point, or turn them off, but I figure, you know, why bother putting lights on the inside when I should probably have some lights on the outside. Running lights and such. Probably down here as well. Let's see. Uh-oh.
Fuel critical.
Okay. I'm gonna have to go out there, get up into the inventory, or I only have construction components. Okay, let me figure this out. Shouldn't fall. Okay. Alright, I'm going to look through the menu and see what I can find that I can build with construction components that'll let me make a ramp to get back up. Well, sadly I couldn't find anything. Okay, this time I'm going to make sure I have an extra bottle with me, though. Alright, so in the time it took me to dig all that out, I have used nearly 1 million ice. And I still have 250,000 to go. So, let's get inside of the hole. I want those all on, those all on. That's on, that's good. Let's unlock. Let's go forward. Just gonna feather this in real slow. Probably do most of it from third person. And I'll leave the frame in place so that I can pop out a little ways. So that way I can keep an eye on it. My tail end, I don't want my tail end to accidentally smack into the cliffside. Oh, haha, the headlights from the turtle miner are pointing backwards. How convenient. I should check the spotlights on the other one. Headlights. Oh, I bet you they're hidden. Alright. Well, either way, let's turn that on. Ah, perfect. It worked. Alright. A little altitude. A little altitude. And... oh, I left the... save that thing from burning its connector off. Oh, it only has one. That's why. Okay. Now, let's go backward. I think I need a little more altitude. My nose is a little off. Perpendicular. Okay. This looks like it's going maybe a little more altitude. Alright. Let's center up. Right. Let's I'm locked. I'm in the tunnel, the cave, the thing. Haha. All right. Well, folks, friends, thank you for joining me. I think I'm done with this episode. Look at this. Look at where I am, right beneath the platinum. Alright, so I will bring you guys back next episode where I think I'll start working on getting the platinum mine started. I think maybe I ought to worry about getting some power production happening first and turn off my uranium powered reactors, just because I know I'm running a little lower on uranium and I cannot replace it yet. So yeah, we'll do that. Let me get the projection out of the way here. So oh boy. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna happen. I really gotta get a way to walk on and off the ship in a more permanent manner. So I'll figure that out, and I'll bring you guys back for the next episode of Survival Records. Thanks, and see you later.